Hi guys, so I'm going to go ahead and do the review of the Dr. Brown's bottle sterilizer, and as you can see I've already taken all of my bottles. These are all the wide ones. I believe these are the 8 ounce and these are the 4 ounce. I've got 5 kind of sitting out. I already broke them all down because I just to save some time on video. No need for you to watch that. So it's actually pretty easy to run. As you can see, there's this top lid that comes off, and then you have this little bucket in here with a tray, and I'm just going to take that tray out, and then it's just, you know, this whole tray kind of comes out too as well. You can see there's that. So what you do to start with is this little cup pops off, and this might be a little difficult, so let me sit you guys down. But as you can see, I just use purified water. And it says to use purified water because you'll reduce kind of the buildup of all the gunk from hard water. So you just fill it up to the fill line. Pretty simple. Dump it in the bottom. Make sure it all kind of settles to the bottom. There we go. Put the cup back in. And then what you do is you take your bottles, and as you can see there's like these round spots, oops, and you just push them on like that. So they just kind of all sit in here like this. And it doesn't matter how you put them in. And since these are a little wider, what I'm going to go ahead and do is go ahead and put in the middle piece too, but you can see there's another smaller round right there, and these just kind of sit on top of that. So I'm going to put all these in right now. Oops. And see, this is kind of one of my complaints with the wide bottles. It seems like you can't really get you know, the full, you can't get it all full with all wide bottles very easily, at least it seems like. So then you put the tray back in just like that, and oops, it's stuck. So I mean, it's like kind of complicated as far as like, it should just, like, these should just want to sit in here, and they don't. You have to really play with them just to get them to sit down in there. So that is kind of one of my complaints. I mean, you kind of have to maneuver it quite a bit just to get, if you're using all the white. Now, I did not have this problem when I was using all the skinny ones, but I do have this problem when I'm running all wide bottles. So just kind of as a note, that is one complaint I do have. And then what I usually do is I take the caps, and you're kind of supposed to just sit them in here. But, you know, once again, with the wide bottles, it doesn't really work that well. So I'm just going to leave them out, and I'll run it again. So then you put that down, and then you up here you got this little tray, and you'll put all your nipples in like this. So, you know, like I said, the biggest complaint I have is if you're running wide bottles, you can't really run 6 at a time because it's just not going to hold all the parts. So let's see here. I'm missing a nipple. My cat must have run off with it. So let's see here. Oh no, it's only a 5. So yeah, I was only running 5 this time. There's this little thing here, but like with the wide bottles, once again, it doesn't close all the way. So I mean, you know, once again, I mean it closes, but if you, oops, no, this is tricky. See how they're like, this is not really the most convenient setup here, but if you try to close it with the one in the back, it's just not conducive to, I mean, working very nicely. And I'm just going to leave that one down there. So here we go. Put them all in there. Then you can try to fit your other pieces in here. And this is kind of what I do. Just kind of stack them so that they still can get clean. Oops. See, I mean, it's just, I mean, it's great because of the way it works, but there are some things I'm just not very happy with. we'll throw that over a nipple. And let's see. So now I gotta restack these. It's like just, I don't know, poor engineering, I guess. I mean, why do my little caps here have to slide down to the bottom? So anyway, here we go. We had all the, this is only 5, now granted this is only 5 wide bottles, so try to imagine getting 6 in there. There's just absolutely no way. So we close it, and then we hit start. A little light comes on, and then about 12 minutes later, 10 to 12 minutes later, it's finished. It'll beep, I don't know, it doesn't beep at you. You just kind of have to know. But then the only other complaint I have is when you take them all out, I mean, these bottles take a solid day to dry, even in the sun. Like if I sit them in the sun, and Colorado has some pretty intense sun. I think you can hear it now. Hear it running. Even sitting in the sun, those bottles take forever to dry. So you'll want a good dozen bottles if you're going to run this. Anyway, hopefully that helps, and we will see you for week 37.